From Dusk Till Dawn is an action horror film and is directed by Robert Rodriguez and stars George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, and Harvey Keitel. As you can see, I'm joined by Film Guru. We're doing this as part of a crossover in the lead up to Robert Rodriguez's new film, Alita Battle Angel. On his channel, we'll be covering Sin City. On my channel now, we'll be covering From Dusk Till Dawn. Along with Sin City, From Dusk Till Dawn I consider to be Robert Rodriguez's best film. And while it's not a perfect movie, it's definitely entertaining. I would put this on the same level as the Evil Dead trilogy regarding entertainment factor, because this was just a hell of a ride that was just fun to watch and just engaging from the word go.
Yeah, I was a big fan of it. I liked the fact that it goes along in one way where you're following the Gecko brothers, you know, trying to escape prison and all that, and all the stuff that happened, and then it slowly turns into this sort of vampire horror thing, and I think it's kind of clever.
This film is a mix of things. It's a crime drama film, a bit of a comedy, and then in the last half hour it turns into a full-on horror film with vampires and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's one hell of a ride, this film, and it really made a star out of George Clooney, and I think Tarantino's quite good in it as well, and Harvey Keitel does a really great thing. It sort of builds up this thing where you're introduced to these characters, you get a sense of them, and you kind of care about them.
And you do want them to get out and survive. Yeah, regarding performances, I liked George Clooney and Harvey Keitel, but Quentin Tarantino, I've never really bought him as an actor. He's never been that good. Even in the films Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, he was never the best actor in them. For what he does here, he's fine. He does come off a bit pretentious and a little bit annoying in parts.
Well, I think that's the character too. He's meant to be like that. I don't mind Tarantino. Like, I agree, he's not the brilliant actor, but I think he does well as Seth Gecko here. And I think he works really well with Clooney.
This is definitely an over-the-top action horror film because the physics in the action scenes are just ludicrous.
Yeah, it's just sort of a wacky ride, and the fact too that Robert Rodriguez tried to, because Tarantino wrote it, Robert Rodriguez tried to shoot it in a way that he felt Tarantino would shoot it, and shooting in doorways and a variety of things, and I think it kind of works really well for that. And even when you get to the craziness of the vampires at the end, it's really interestingly shot, and the visual effects are a little dated now, but they're still effective, and it's very practical in their effects as well.
Even with the first hour of the film, which is very slow going and a little bit prodding, it does build character and does build up the situation that will come in the final act.
Yeah, I think it's like Stephen King novel in a way. With Stephen King novels, it starts with building the characters and it's sort of a bit mundane, and then when we get to things happening, then you care about it, and I think it's sort of in that vein. That's sort of what I think Robert Rodriguez was going for when making this.
Overall, would definitely recommend this film. As we said, it's definitely a very entertaining movie. The characters are good, the story is engaging. While it does have flaws, like Quentin Tarantino acting isn't great and the visual effects are a little bit dated, there is still a lot of this film to like.
So my rating's out of 5, so I'd give From Dusk Till Dawn 4 out of 5.
And I'm going to give From Dusk Till Dawn an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I'm NETX5 and this has been Film Guru. Thank you for watching.